Welcome to another episode of my Tokyo Xtreme Racer playthrough. It's time for the final stretch, 3 more opponents to beat, 2 of them Wanderers and 1 final boss. And after that, honestly, I plan on likely just going into New Game Plus. I got a few ideas for fun things to do. Maybe I'll take the 70s Skyline as a starter car, since I'll take all the things I own with me into the playthrough. But I likely also want to try and get the achievement for beating the entire game without losing once. In this playthrough we got over 200 losses, so yeah, I think all of that will reset and then I should be able to start from scratch, but having all of my cars, it's a bit of a weird situation. I'll have to see how it works out, but right now we got some other stuff to do. So let's see, the last Wanderer on the map right now is Revenge Ice. That's going to unlock another guy. And that should then unlock the final boss that requires everything else to be beaten. I feel like I missed out on a few logos here and there. They didn't all unlock with beating the rival. But yeah, I can't really do too much about it. Overall, I like the playthrough that we had here. But yeah, I don't think I'll be doing this whole sticker thing again. It was fun, but with cars like the GTR, I would honestly like to put in some more time getting a proper livery and putting the logos in a different place, just make it look a bit more appealing than just having everything on the back. I kinda like it as a collage, but I think it would be nicer in different ways. Or in a different constellation. Okay, here we go. We got a Supra. Mark IV. Really nice looking. Yeah, you know, you could maybe at some point start the battle. But yeah, this is the original Snake Eyes. So, yeah, please don't go through the entire thing again. Thank you. Oh, and that dude keeping up with me is quite impressive. Hey, you're not supposed to boost past me again. That wasn't how we are doing this. Okay. So, this dude is not a pushover. And I like it. I mean, if you've seen my reaction to the regular Snake Eyes and Swift Emperor bosses, you know that I found them a bit too easy. So this might come down to him making a mistake before I do. But hey, for the end of this game, I kinda like that. Don't want it to be too easy. Also, one thing I would like to clarify, I only learned about that recently. I always thought that Jintei was a name. It's actually the title. So, Jintei is what the Speed King or Swift Emperor is called, and it's really just the title that can go from one person to the next. And the name of the person I don't actually know. But yeah, in Japanese it's always been Jintei, so me asking in that other episode, hey, is that Jintei? Yeah, the Swift Emperor was Jintei just by definition. Not the same guy. Also no idea if there's any deeper lore behind the legendary tuner guy. Or anything, but yeah, as it is right now, we've already beaten Jintei. But not the original title holder, of course. Another guy that comes up way too rarely in this entire conversation, by the way, is White Charisma. So basically in Zero, you start out defeating some regular teams like we do in this game as well, and at some point Jackknife shows up. The first member you encounter from the 13 Devils. Jintei of course being the leader of the 13 Devils, but that's not where the game ends when you beat him. Afterwards, you'll encounter the Zodiacs. And White Charisma is the leader of those. I think it's like 12 people in the Zodiac. He's also not really the final boss because there's the same thing going on as with this game, where you need to beat all the Wanderers in order to get the real final boss. Something that I, by the way, have never done. I always wanted to, but in some playthroughs I just ran out of gas when it comes to really going through with it. Like, I had one where I really wanted to get into the high level stuff, like the mileage parts, which are the strongest parts in the game, and going through that entire grind, letting my console run all the time, it just didn't really work. It really got boring and repetitive. And sometimes you turn the not the console on, but the TV the next day after letting it run overnight, and you'll find that the entire thing has crashed, and yeah, good luck with it. Okay, where is he now? A bit further down on the one gun. This might actually be a good chance for me. I don't think I have the best chance on the curvier parts, but the one gun, 3 lanes, that's usually a good one for me. I might just be able to auto-accelerate him once I activate Nitro. I could also put in the quote-unquote insta-kill combo again. I decided to go for something that has a bit more longevity, so might not be useful against this boss, but we'll have to see. Like, pulling away, taking out half his health and then going further, that might be easier. Okay, we'll have to sit through this all the time again. Yeah, we get it. He's special. I mean, he really is. I didn't expect to even be fighting this guy. But this is what we are doing now. It'll be really interesting to see how much power he has, because he apparently has quite a lot. Did he just phase through that other car? Yeah, the car is really not happy with that top speed. But yeah, we just defeated Revenge Eyes. Nothing else to say here. Let's take a look at what car we get. And I mean, we already know what it looks like, but what else is there to it? By the way, if you really get into all the Wanderers, there are quite a few with interesting cars. We might as well take a look at all of those now. 69 custom cars unlocked. I'm gonna try finding something that's actually a bit more special, something really nice to look at. I mean, first up, this car, of course. Then we have the taxi and all of that. That's not too special. I hope I don't miss the record guys. I finally managed to defeat those as well, and they don't all look that amazing, but some of them. Weekly Tuesday, or that's the Tuesday teacher, I guess. But yeah, for example, this one. Lightspeed Courier. Looks a bit like paper mache to me, like this is just a paper cutout or something. But yeah, with some of the parts really interesting, and I wish we had those as options. I mean, the spoiler is just fixed to the roof and rear window. Really cool body kit. So it's not like we are not getting any of that in this game. It would be a mischaracterization, but from all the stuff that I've seen for so long, yeah, I wasn't really expecting much of this. And yeah, this is White Charisma's car. Pretty fast, but still much of a downgrade compared to what he was driving in Zero. That was a fully customized iX7 back in the day. And we got this one, Eternal Polaris. But yeah, since we are not getting the option to make our own livery for these, I don't really care to buy many of these. Otherwise, they would be really cool things to have. The Bastards, so that's Phantom 9's Snake Eyes car. Oh, you can even see like the Snake Eye slits on the front lights. Of course, Jintae's. That one really customized FDI7. I think this would have been a better one for White Charisma. Still not quite what it was in Zero, but closer. One from the Wanderers. And this is from one of the records. This is the one that I didn't show you guys because I didn't really run into them. But yeah, we have a GTO with a Corvette front. I mean, the rear also kind of looks a bit like from the Corvette, but it doesn't have signature taillights. But the front very much Corvette-like. Also, it's using a V8, so that's cool. Might be the closest we are going to get to an American car in this game. And besides that, we also have Record X. Interesting effect on there. So these are supposed to be some sort of phantoms. I don't know the entire story behind them. I would have to guess quite a bit. But yeah, this being fully burning out, it seems, is quite the interesting effect. Not sure if I would want to get into something like this, but it does look hot. The one thing I know is, and yeah, this is Record O, this is Zero. The one thing I know is, when you go by the Japanese names for the games, Record O or Record Zero is referring to TXR Zero. Record 01 might be Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3, because in Japan there's Shotoku Battle 01. And Record X might be Shotoku Battle X, which I think is Import Tuner Challenge on the international market. And we also got this one from Flower Seller Taro. I mean, that's a hot body kit. But if you cannot repaint it, then it's kinda... I like the looks of it, but I would really like to put my own stamp on it and really make it my car. This is one that I would still consider picking up, but right now with the money that I have, no chance. That's a great one. Yeah, we got the Ultimate Tuner car. A custom LFA. I don't know if this is better, worse, or just different from a fully upgraded LFA. We'll have to find out on the next playthrough. And we got Revenge Eyes. With 1070 horsepower on the Supra. This is something that the regular Supras that we can buy and fully upgrade should also be able to do. But good luck with that. I haven't gotten one on this playthrough, but yeah, everything else that I try to fully upgrade maybe gets to around half of it. Which still is kind of a shame. Like, these things should be fully endgame viable. But yeah, we just beat that guy, and yeah, we're still gonna have to find out what the legend is going to do here. Unrivaled Emperor. Right over there, going down the Vanguard. I might approach him from the front. Should be a bit quicker. But yeah, I hope the custom cars were interesting. I like that we got so many of these after all. There are quite a few special ones in there. But yeah, for me, I would rather get my own car, put on a livery, at some point maybe at least. Like, some of the cars are really neglected quite a bit, especially the ones that I only bought for a single Wanderer. But I kept them. Maybe next time around I'll actually get around and make a livery. I've also taken care of some achievements in between episodes. Like getting the 1 kilometer reverse thing and quite a few others. Oops. And here we go. He's certainly driving the correct car. Yeah, blue skyline, that's how I remember Jintei. Ignore the tire screeching. Okay, we might have a bit of a problem here. Yeah. I mean, it's not like this is the ultimate car in this game that I'm driving right now. I could definitely get myself something else. Try the LFA, grind for the other stuff. Huh? Or just let me pass? God, I'm glad I don't have any issues with epilepsy. This game would be a killer. I don't know if any of the past games have that many issues, but I noticed this quite a lot. It's kinda irritating in the tunnels. Nothing really to the level that I would feel like I'm getting a seizure or anything. Thankfully not even close, but yeah, the lights are somewhat taxing to look at. And while it's a cool aesthetic, I wonder if they couldn't do something like when you go above a certain speed, it just smears them together in a way. Interesting though that the skyline looks basically stock from, or not entirely stock, it has a spoiler and all of that, but no crazy body kit or anything like it. Okay, we exhausted all the nitro, there's no chance to beat him without it. So let's get back to the garage. I can maybe try and increase my top speed a bit more so that if we really get there, maybe that can make the difference. Not entirely sure. But yeah, he is the ultimate dude. He should be tough to crack. So well done on the game for doing it like this. He is over there, okay. And once again, I'll just go in front of him. Maybe we actually need to take him on in a different area. I'm a bit afraid of that, but we'll have to see. Oh yeah, he's behind me. Jeez, I'm really having some memory issues recently. But yeah, other than slamming my head against the same wall a few times here and seeing if one time I can break through, I don't have much else of a tactic right now. I don't expect going on a curvy area would be really going well for myself, but I mean, we are going down the one gun here. I can refuel at Daikoku and then we can try up Yokohane. Kinda don't wanna. My god. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's do it again, and I'll try to get the starting bonus this time around. I always forget about that. Yeah, I can already forget about that. Hello there. Let me join in. So yeah, I can make a comeback here at high speed, but good luck with that. I don't really want to try him on Yokohane, that might be for later. If I need many more attempts, then yeah, but right now, let's just restart. Okay, where he is this time around, bit further back, so let's finally approach him properly before backstabbing. Okay, we'll have to see how this one goes. I'm not entirely sure what I can really do here. There is always a chance that he's going to crash into something. I'm kinda banking on that right now. It would be a cheap win, but given the current circumstances, what else am I supposed to do here? Can you please stop with all the dramatics? I get it now. Anyway, to skip this? Nope. He also seems a bit inconsistent. Sometimes he really slows down in the beginning, and then you need to be on his side to do anything. Sometimes you have a bit more luck, and sometimes you can just go and stay behind him for a bit more slipstream. Okay, we've done it. Beaten him. Whew. Okay. Final boss time. There he is. Okay, this is going to be crazy. I already know what that car looks like, but we'll have to see it in game here for the first time together. Okay, it should be coming towards us in a moment. There we get the symbol. And here he is. The demon of the Shuto Expressway. Built by the legendary tuner. And somehow uncontained. Unknown. Well, that was a bust. Can't see shit with how fast everything is going. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure if I really wanna go for the no loss playthrough. Like, it's not just getting to the regular ending, it's getting to this ending. And while I can save scum using the save file and not having the autosave on, it feels like it's going to be a massive undertaking. Okay. That was it. We got him. Mhm. Phew. Yeah, why do we race? For me, in this game, to find out things like this. To see all that there is to see. Okay, I don't think we need to sit through that again. 30 million. I might get the LFA after all. That's a kind of... I mean, we get a bit of money now. I mean, this isn't really LFA money, not with the upgrades, I don't think. I could get it stock. But yeah, let's head to the dealer and check what we got here. And I'm pretty sure the last two new editions are going to be all the way to the right. Yeah, we got the Unrivaled Emperor R34 Skyline with 1500 horsepower. And then we got the Unknown with slightly less than 1000 horsepower, but a really nice body kit and very lightweight. This one has more horsepower than it has weight in kilogram, and that's always the sign of an absolute beast. And it costs only 99 million. I mean, that thing is sick. And I'm pretty sure if I go for New Game Plus, like I have a lot of BP right now and I will have even more then, once I get back to this point, I will have enough to afford without grinding. So at the very least, even if I might give up on the no thingy, no lost playthrough, partway through, this would still be a good motivator, because at that point, once you get to the end the second time, I bet you're rich as all hell. So yeah, that might be the goal. I'm not entirely sure how I'll handle that whole thing in terms of videos. I don't think it's really a good idea to go through the entire thing again, and I might just have a bit more fun doing it without recording. It's been fun making this series. It's been absolutely a blast playing through the game. I mean, right now I'm like 10 episodes ahead of what I released so far, which is a bit of a problem. But I hope it's gonna work out and still be fun for you guys. But yeah, going back into this series, what a ride. But yeah, basically apart from New Game Plus with the extra challenge of not losing, reusing all the cars that I have, potentially getting some of the more high-end things that I couldn't afford the first time around, engine swaps. I've seen everything this game has to offer right now, And apart from saying that Genki absolutely did an amazing job, I mean, you heard of a criticism. I don't think I got anything to retract in that regard. The game has its flaws, but I'm so glad that we got this series back on the track over here. Or more like back on the expressway. Because this thing is hopefully still going places. It would be a shame if this was the only one, but even then, I'm glad we have it. But yeah, from what I've seen, Genki is still at least considering doing stuff. Depends on how they can figure things out both financially and also, I don't know, yeah, just in terms of what makes sense for the game. Gotta find a path forward and maybe also just go into different other parts of the series. It wasn't always just expressway racing, although that's really the part that I've only ever known. So yeah, I hope there are more things like this on the horizon. I would also like for this game to be expanded on. But I think for that to all work out, they're also gonna correct some of the things that didn't work out here, like not having Honda in the first half of the game. It doesn't matter if they add in all the cars that everybody has been missing from this entry, and then they just come up post-endgame or something. Things need to be proper integrated, have their right place, and then this could be a whole lot better than what it already is. But even without it, amazing game, lots of fun. And yeah, I'm going to try making a second playthrough. Not on record, but going for the no loss challenge. Potentially using some weird endgame cars that I can buy right now and then reuse in the early game again. And I mean stuff that's actually not overpowered. I really want to go in and see how far I can get using this one right here. I was wondering where it is. Because that seems like it wouldn't be even too strong for a starter. Maybe a tiny bit, but could be fun. Another thing I was considering was maybe... Let's see, where do we have it? It wouldn't really be too impressive because we can avoid from the get-go the Live D Turbo. But yeah, I think maybe at some point for a fun run or something, I don't know. We'll have to see about it. It's just... I got ideas, but I also gotta say this game is a long one. So it's not just gonna be me going from one run to the next, to the next, to the next. I don't tend to do playthroughs like that, but I'm also not ready to put it down yet. 457 rivals are a whole lot, but I'm not done with the game yet. So, yeah. I could afford it, but really only stock. I mean, how expensive is the upgraded LFA? Maybe that's the way to go here. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep upgraded stuff in my back pocket, and I'll get it out when I run into one of the many roadblocks in this game, because some of the things here are far from easy. And I also would say it's not everything with the game throws at you is entirely fair. But yeah, we'll get back to this. I think it's time to end the video, so with that being said, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. I certainly had a blast with the series, and I hope that still made its way across despite me being really going into criticism on the smaller things here and there, but overall, yeah, there's always gonna be something to talk about with that. Doesn't always mean that it's a bad game, and that's the case for this one. There are flaws, but overall, still a great experience. So yeah, those are pretty much my final thoughts on this whole thing right now. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. As always, have a good one and bye bye.